Introducing Nebulai, a technology for good company. The mission at Nebulai is to create a fair and trusted technology solutions and talent ecosystem. The Nebulai Decentralized Solutions and Talent Marketplace, or DSTM for short, allows technology providers and talent to sell and monetize solutions and skills. For many years, we have been used to buying goods and services on traditional centralized marketplaces to reduce the risk of transacting with unknown and untrusted sellers. Some centralized marketplaces abuse their privileged position as a mediator to advance their interests instead of a fair and unbiased transaction while collecting high transaction fees or taking advantage of their position to impose arbitrary rules. Digital transformation is driving the expansion of new technologies, products, suppliers, and services. These dynamics make it increasingly difficult for the customer, solution provider, investor, and talent to engage in commerce efficiently without an ecosystem that can facilitate their interactions. Beyond that, what challenges are we solving for? Companies looking to transform their businesses are having a hard time finding the right technology provider and losing a lot of time trying to pick someone they can trust to work on their project. Making sure that the provider can deliver the project specifications on time and within budget. Having to deal with multiple contracts, contracting complexity, paying high transaction and legal fees, and more often than not, creating intellectual property that only gets used within the organization and does not get monetized. On the technology provider side, not getting paid on time, customers changing the scope of the contract, inability to find potential customers for their solution offerings, having a hard time getting funding to develop new intellectual property, not having an ecosystem that can enable collaboration with other providers and talent, and not having a platform that allows them to monetize their intellectual property. Wondering how we can help? Organizations that need funding sometimes are not able to find the capital they need when they need it. Through the DSTM, investors that join our platform will be able to leverage decentralized finance, or DeFi for short, to provide capital for organizations and technology providers in exchange for revenue share on the solutions and intellectual property developed. Projects that involve the engagement of talent are not necessarily fair for the knowledge worker. They may not get hired due to bias. They may not get paid on time or at all for the work they do, and they may not be able to engage directly on projects with large organizations without mediators and fair trade of their services. The Nebulized DSTM ecosystem is composed of 1. Organizations issuing requests for solutions and talent. 2. Investors providing capital to organizations, solution providers, and talent through DeFi. 3. Federators or oracles facilitating dispute resolution and getting rewarded with a piece of overall contract value. 4. Solution providers listing, selling, and building solutions. 5. Talent providing skills and getting fairly compensated for them. 6. Technology solutions that can be bought and sold on the market. All of this with the ability to leverage the Nebulai rewards and loyalty system, which allows users of the ecosystem to transact within the DSTM and interact with other platforms for value-added and complementary services. So, what are the main use cases of the DSTM? First, it can be used by enterprises and government organizations to allow for fair and transparent tendering of technology solutions and talent, while enabling transaction privacy and efficient contracting. Second, it can be used by education institutions and talent pools to connect talent with an ecosystem that would allow them to gain critical skills and experience building emerging technology solutions while validating their participation and getting paid for their contributions. Third, the DSTM can help the individual to join an ecosystem that allows them to monetize their skills and talent while protecting them against bias and corporate abuse. Fourth, it allows investors to contribute capital, which can be used by members of the ecosystem to accelerate technology solutions development, finance digital transformation projects, monetize intellectual property, and accelerate the development of new skills. Nebulai's marketplace accelerates the adoption of the Web 3.0 vision of the future. Nebulai, take control of the way your company acquires emerging technology solutions and talent.